Have you ever felt that strange sensation, like someone was right beside you, even when there was no one around? Have you ever gone through difficult moments and, out of nowhere, an unexpected solution appeared? What if I told you this is not a coincidence, it's a sign? Yes, angels are much closer to you than you imagine. And today you're going to discover a truth that few people know. A forbidden revelation, hidden for centuries, but one that can change your life forever. The Bible speaks clearly about the presence and action of angels. In Hebrews 1 verse 14, it says, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation?" This means that angels are here, right now, around you, ready to guide you, protect you, and bring messages directly from God. But most people go their entire lives without noticing these signs, without understanding this powerful connection. And this lack of knowledge leaves many feeling lost, alone, drowning in depression, without the courage to move forward. But today, all of that will change. In this video, you'll learn how to recognize the hidden signs that angels are sending, understand how they try to communicate with you, and most importantly, discover how to truly connect with them to transform your life. So stay with me until the end, because this biblical message is not just inspiring. It's a calling to faith, to courage, to the strength that only Jesus can provide. And I promise you, after hearing this truth, you will never see your life the same way again. Few people know this, but angels are much closer than we imagine. They are not just distant heavenly beings, but messengers sent by God to guide, protect, and strengthen us in our hardest moments. When depression weighs on our chest and courage seems to fade, it's in those moments that angels draw near, bringing a biblical message of hope and faith. They are like Jesus described in Matthew 18 verse 10, always beholding the face of the Father, yet attentive to each one of our needs. And even though we don't see them, they are there, ready to act on our behalf. How many times have you felt an unexplainable peace in the middle of chaos? Or received a strength you didn't know where it came from? That's not a coincidence. It's the work of angels. They operate in subtle but powerful ways when we need them most. Take Elijah, for example, when he was exhausted and depressed, even wishing for his own death, he was fed and strengthened by an angel sent by God. 1 Kings 19 verses 5 to 7. That same care still happens today. And if you're feeling weak right now, know that there are angels around you, just waiting for you to open your heart to this divine help. What many don't know, and here lies the forbidden revelation, is that these angels are closer than our human minds can comprehend. They walk by our side, cry with us in our pain, and rejoice in our victories. But we often miss their presence because we're distracted by our problems or doubtful of God's care. Yet when we start paying attention, we begin to see the signs, and those signs are the way they try to communicate with us. And it's exactly those signs that we're about to talk about next. Angels speak to us in many ways, but we don't always notice because we expect something extraordinary, like audible voices or visible appearances. But the truth is that angelic communication is often subtle, like a biblical message arriving at just the right moment or a word of strength and faith from an unexpected person. Have you ever been on the verge of giving up and suddenly a song, a verse, or even a message from someone says exactly what you needed to hear? That's not a coincidence. It's divine intervention through angels. Another common sign is that strong intuition, that inner voice stopping you from making a bad decision or encouraging you to take a difficult step. Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus, received instructions from an angel in his dreams. Matthew 1 verse 20, showing how this communication can happen in ways we don't always expect. And these dreams, these feelings, are often warnings or directions that can completely transform your life. But to recognize these signs, you need to stay alert and have faith that God is always speaking to you. There are also signs in the physical world. Unexpected encounters, opportunities that appear out of nowhere, or even protections we can't explain. Maybe that job that didn't work out was God's protection through angels, steering you away from something harmful. When we start seeing these situations from this perspective, we realize we're not alone. We never were. And understanding these signs is the first step to truly connecting with your angel and allowing that connection to change your life forever. Now that you know angels are closer than you ever imagined and that they communicate through signs, the big question is, how can you strengthen this connection? The answer starts with faith. Hebrews 11 verse 6 says that without faith, it is impossible to please God, and it's also impossible to recognize the work of angels without believing in their presence. Praying sincerely, asking for guidance and protection is a powerful way to open this channel. And your prayer doesn't have to be complicated, just an honest conversation like you would have with a friend. When you call upon God, angels go into action. Besides prayer, practicing gratitude is a magnet for angelic presence. When you give thanks, even in the midst of hardships, you show trust in divine care, and that attracts heavenly intervention. Remember Paul and Silas, who, even while imprisoned, prayed and sang hymns of praise? Acts 16 verses 25 to 26. It was in that environment of faith and gratitude that the miracle happened. By cultivating a grateful heart, you create the perfect atmosphere for angels to work in your life. Finally, stay attentive and willing to obey. Many times, the answer you've been waiting for has already been sent, but it requires action on your part. Maybe God is guiding you through advice, opportunities, or even by closing doors to protect you. Connecting with your angel isn't just about asking for help. It's also about being open to receiving that help in whatever form it comes. And when you allow yourself to be guided, your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. So now, are you ready for this transformation? If you made it this far, know that it wasn't by chance. God has a purpose for everything in your life, and maybe this message was the answer you've been searching for. The angels are around you, guiding your steps, bringing signs, offering strength and courage even on the hardest days. Now that you recognize these signs, it's time to open your heart, have faith, and allow this connection to transform your life. Because when you walk side by side with God and listen to the voice of the angels, even depression, fear, and uncertainty lose their power. But I need to tell you something very important. This journey doesn't have to end here. If this message touched your heart and you feel that more people need to hear this truth, share this video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because together we can spread even more biblical messages of faith, hope, and transformation. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll always be the first to receive content that strengthens your soul. I truly thank you for staying until the end. May Jesus bless every step you take. May the angels guide you, and may God's peace fill your life every day. And remember, you are never alone. God is with you, and the angels are closer than you imagine. May this message be just the beginning of a great transformation. See you in the next video.